you have to be in a particular economic level to be able to say to yourself,
Thank you.
pwede akong mag-save, I can talk about investments and savings and asset and wealth creation when I can barely put food on the table for my family? Or is that a luxury of people at our level?
Fantastic point. I think anybody can save. Anybody can save. We just need to be willing to do the sacrifice. Because when we were kids, we learned this adage from school. Maikli ang kumot, matutong mumaluktot.
So for those
Less resources, live within your means, right? Live within your means. I remember when I was young, my savings, my piggy bank was not a piggy bank. It was a Johnson's baby powder. I mean, I'd cut it and we'll probably do that, right? And I'll bring that to the bank, and then it opens, it's all powdery white there on the teller's desk, right? But I saved because I was purposive. I wanted to get something.
So ulit, go back to that particular point. You save not because you save, but you save because you have a clarity on your question. Why?
Yeah,
And so for our listeners who feel that it's easy for you to talk about wealth creation and saving because you have the income to do that, but if for them there's a greater clarity on your end on why, then perhaps you would be able to have a better mental model
because
to save.
I could drink water instead of buy Coke. I or Starbucks. I mean, that's even more expensive. I mean, or milk tea, or I mean, without any judgment, I won't smoke. I used to smoke. I won't smoke. I rather, and I'm not talking of expensive brands. I won't buy Fortune. That's not a Marlboro. I'll stop smoking because I'm saving. There's a purpose always. And if my purpose is preparing for my senior years, my elderly years, I'll save. Okay? Because there are many beautiful stories of people saving. And they're not financially affluent, man. They're just trying to save. And why would I do that? Because I'm gonna buy something. Like, I want to invest for my future. And if I can watch any show, if I can watch game shows, I can look up in YouTube and hear of the plenty stories of how to invest. There's in Google, I mean, you go to grit.ph, it's finance for dummies. It's finance, and to read that up, matyaga lang. I mean,
Siguro, I hear.
I'm just a geek, man. That's why I'm a geek.
Siguro I'd like to also anticipate, and this is also part of my struggle and my arguments within myself between investing, saving, and enjoying life. yung parang there's always a push and pull of, do I constantly deprive myself of things that I enjoy because I want to see. For example, I like to travel. And I think part of the education that I give to my son is when I bring him to other parts of the country or parts of the world, and the experiences are something that you won't get but that's that's money away from saving. So parang yung siguro we will need to go back to the question of why.
I'll respond to that, man. I'm blessed that my wife is a good budget manager. She's a good finance manager. Because all I need to worry about is to earn. But I remember the time when we were renting an apartment house in Murphy, Cubao. Okay? She used the envelope system. Envelopes for various purposes.
Good.
And there's an enjoyment envelope. Should budget every month for enjoyment. And when there are months that we won't use that budget. And that will allow us more enjoyment in future months. But no, now we don't do the, she doesn't do the envelope system, but she has an Excel spreadsheet. But she uses the banks. She uses banks to allocate different savings accounts for different allocations. So accounting becomes easier. She uses various credit cards for various purposes. So easy accounting system. Now, what am I saying there? I mean, there are different ways to learn and practice saving. There are plenty of ways, and that's why I'm so happy that we have this podcast, because this is one medium. There are others, but it's truly important for any person to understand why he or she is doing what. So it's important to have cash flow. It's important to save and invest. It's fundamentally important to have insurance, because insurance protects the family. Insurance is wealth creation, not for me because I'm the one insured. I'm the one who's gonna die. I buy insurance because I love my family. That's it. And I'm going to get insurance, and I should have not insurance. I should have emergency funds. I need to be cash ready because there are emergencies. In our senior years, that's pretty tricky because emergencies happen, medical emergencies. So you pray to God, you have kind children who will help. Because in the Philippines, it's all self-pay.